What's up guys? Today we are testing a new projector from GOODEE called YG600 Movin. If you find it familiar, you are not mistaken. We already had a projector with the same name a couple of years ago. It is actually an upgraded 2026 version with some changes. I have a previous projector in white, but the new projector is black. The first upgrade of the new 2026 model is an automatic focus instead of manual focus as in the previous version. But the biggest improvement for me is a Google TV operating system. The previous version also had a smart system with streaming applications, but it was Linux OS. I think a Google TV is the best smart system for projectors, but let's see how it works on the new GOODEE YG600 Movin. On the box we can see the main feature of the new projector, Google TV, as well as Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, built-in apps, and support for Dolby Audio, HDMI and HEVC Advance. Opening the box, we find a package with accessories such as a remote control, HDMI cable, and power cable. Then there is a projector itself. At the very bottom of the box is a user manual, quick start guide, and cleaning kit. By the way, even the user manual has a Google TV logo on it, and inside there are instructions on how to use the smart system. Talking about the design of the new GOODEE YG600 Movin projector. As I already told you, I have the black version, but it is also available in white. The body is made of matte plastic, so it doesn't scratch and almost no fingerprints remain. I like that. The front panel has a perforated texture, but it is just a design feature. The actual cooling grills are located on the sides. The speaker is also on the left side of the projector. It is quite small, so I am interested in checking the sound quality of this projector. The front panel of the new GOODEE projector has a lens under the protective cap, as well as a camera and sensor for autofocus and auto Keystone correction. The rear panel has a 3.5mm audio jack, USB port, HDMI port, and power connector. By the way, the previous projector I tested had 2 HDMI ports and 2 USB ports. The company probably decided that additional ports were unnecessary. There are physical control buttons on the top, such as power on-off, return, navigation, and OK. Finally, the new GOODEE YG600 Movin projector has a height adjuster. And a tripod and ceiling mount on the bottom. You can also remove the dust net by pressing here. It says that you need to clean the dust net once a week. I assume that the projector doesn't have a fully sealed optical engine, so you should pay attention to this. You know, even though this design hasn't changed in many years, overall the projector looks nice. I like its shape, materials, and build quality. In addition, this projector is quite compact. Its dimensions are 215 by 170 by 90 mm. The weight is 1160 grams. Now let's look at the main upgrade in the 2026 version of the GOODEE YG600 Movin projector, the Google TV Smart System. You know, lately more and more budget projectors are coming with Google TV, and I like that. This is my favorite operating system for smart TVs and projectors. Unlike other smart systems, I'm sure that Google TV will receive software updates, and it will not have any problems with Google services and other applications, because they are all official here. I already have Prime Video, YouTube, Netflix, HBO Max, and Apple TV pre-installed on my projector. In the apps section, there are many other applications available. When it comes to the settings of the GOODEE YG600 Movin projector, first, there's a quick settings menu with the following functions: screensaver, inputs, image, sound, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and accessibility. In the full settings menu, we have more advanced inputs settings, in particular HDMI. The projector settings include Keystone, focus and projection type. We will talk about the Keystone and focus adjustments a little later. There are also picture settings available on the new GOODEE projector. There are several sound styles in the sound settings. I didn't know this, but it seems that this projector supports Dolby Audio when external speakers are connected. That's very good. Let's go back to the focus and Keystone correction. One of the main features of the new GOODEE YG600 Movin projector is automatic focus adjustment. In the settings, you can enable autofocus on startup and autofocus upon motion. You can also just press the focus button on the remote to automatically adjust it. However, there are no manual focus adjustment buttons on the remote, so if you want to adjust it yourself, then you need to go to the settings menu. As for the Keystone correction, it can also be automatic or manual. You can enable Auto Keystone on startup and Auto Keystone upon motion in the settings. Overall, I found that Auto Keystone and autofocus work very well. The GOODEE YG600 Movin projector is equipped with dual 5W speakers. Let's listen to a few songs. You know, overall, the sound quality is okay for a budget projector, but do not expect much from it. The volume level is high, so you will hear the sound even in a large room. However, its quality is average. If possible, it is better to connect external speakers via Bluetooth or a 3.5mm audio jack. When it comes to the fan noise of the new GOODEE projector, I was quite surprised by this, because it is really quiet. The noise level near the projector is 45 decibels. And it is about 40 decibels at 1 meter. I can barely hear the fan noise in a quiet room, and when a video is playing, it is completely inaudible. Before we talk about image quality, I want to mention that I will be testing the projector on my 80-inch reflective screen. However, the GOODEE YG600 Movin supports a screen size from 40 to 200 inches at a distance from 1.2 to 5.4 meters, respectively. Like the previous projector, the upgraded 2026 model has 1080p resolution. Overall, I think it has a very similar and even the same image quality as the previous version. That's probably why it has the same name, and it is just an upgrade rather than a brand new projector. In any case, the image quality is good for a budget projector. It really has a clearer picture and vivid colors. In the dark room, you can watch any content, such as movies, sports, games, and even play games by connecting a game console to the projector.
Happens to her, these woods hide a lot of mistakes.
Are you gonna use the first time we met?
Yes.
Okay, what about the first date?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck!
You don't have to do a speech.
The market here isn't the same anymore. It's half the rate, twice the work.
Tell ourselves becomes the truth. To her parents, you are her husband. These people look at you. I think they go away.
The times are going to go down. Lindsay Vonn is down, and a big crash from Lindsay Vonn. That's an absolute disaster. That's what everybody has come to see. There's been headline news. Well, throughout the whole season, but more importantly over the last few days. Cutters for Duke. Make it. Here he goes. Walker down the sideline. Kenneth Walker into Patriots territory.
Risky devil stuff again.
Kinda. What about Amy?
Yeah, just talked to her. She's headed over to the bunker.
All right, well, have fun. Say hi for me.
As for using a projector in a bright room, that's probably not the best idea. You can watch sports games, but movies, especially those with dark scenes, are very uncomfortable to watch in a bright room.
Repulsive even. It's kind of cute, but it's also kind of repulsive even.
4 tries, 4 punts for New England. Here's Walker having a hit from Stephon Diggs. He's a veteran in the Celtics.
So we have tested the upgraded 2026 version of the GOODEE YG600 Movin projector. Overall, it has 2 main changes, such as autofocus and Google TV Smart System. These are important improvements in my opinion. Autofocus and auto Keystone make the projector very convenient and easy to use, because you don't need to adjust focus and Keystone manually. Google TV is my favorite operating system for projectors, and I definitely give it a thumbs up. As for image quality, I think it is the same as the previous version of this projector. Don't get me wrong, it is really good for a budget projector. But if you want to use a projector not only in a dark room, but also in a room with light, then I would recommend you take a look at the GOODEE AC571. It has an excellent picture quality in a dark room, and you can even watch it in a bright room thanks to its brightness of 3000 ANSI lumens. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon!